Hi there, I want to do a little quick video. I think I want to start off by talking about what's happened. That things, like the divine conscious that's within everyone, this thing that's been guiding me ever since my spiritual awakening. And probably before it as well, just not letting me know about it. I always felt growing up that there was something big. I knew there was something big away to happen. When I was a small child, I knew that. I didn't know it was going to be this awakening. Even when I had the awakening, I just thought it was going to be just a little experience, and that was big enough. I would have just lived on that. Some people do that. But this journey is the infinite walk inside yourself. And what it's like is you go on your lives, your experiences, and at some point you'll have to return home. They call it the light. The light is inside you. But it's like you're sitting on this bench and your lives, it's like you go in this little dream. But then when you wake up, an awakening, you've realised that you're still on a bench, that you didn't go anywhere. That going somewhere is an illusion. It's just experiences, infinite experiences. And you return to nowhere and nothingness and infinity. And then you have an awakening, and it's like a beautiful day, and you go within it, and it's infinite, And that's all life is, really. It's just a focus within this infinite power that we are. This endless infinite power. And as you're healing more and more, what's happening, you're going into this nothingness. More and more, and that's where this infinite love is. Infinite love is the governor. But what's been happening with me lately? Like the other day, I've noticed divine conscious shows me visions of things before it actually happens. And it's never been wrong. And basically, lately I've been talking to people in the real world about this, which is really good. About my awakening, about the global awakening, and I can see how this global awakening is happening. For example, if you just say to someone about this awakening, just stop for a little while, they may tell other people. They may look online if they don't know what it is. And so you're spreading it, and you don't even have to say much. That's what I realised the other day. I thought, you don't even have to say much. I said to one person that had a spiritual awakening and what's going on, that the global awakening, I didn't say too much. But then I thought afterwards, less is more. And also, when I noticed when I was explaining it, that I was feeling the energy first. That's to determine, how I can say it, what I can say. Yeah, because it's very, very important, that I actually do that. But that's just it, and things are materialising, and the divine consciousness let me know that. And when it talks to me in divine language, if you want. It's energy. It hits me with a vibration. I then make the words up. But ultimately, when you ascend further and further, you see. I can see someone if they're low dimensional, because low dimensional means low dimensional people is if you say something to them, they'll get offended because they're in their ego mind. You see. But when you awaken further and further, you realise that we don't go by words. We just think we do. But we actually go by pure vibration with each other. And that's why something like the other day, I was in this taxi and I was speaking to this person about the global awakening. And I was feeling the energy first before I said anything. Very quiet. And that actually made a response come from him. The energy I was dishing out through that silence. Because when you're silent, you're actually dishing out more energy. And that brought something out, you see. Felt compelled to say something. And then I was explaining again about the global awakening going on. And I'm also meeting my reflections. That's what I'm noticing is more and more I'm actually speaking to people that are talking about things I'm talking about, because we attract our reflections. That's another thing that I talk about. It's how everything is your reflection, and you can only be faced with your reflection, because reality is your mirror, is an infinite mirror. But basically, what reality is like and how it works, and how you get what you want, is very simple. Everything is like an infinite radio, and like a radio, you can only get the channel you want when you're on the frequency. If it's not, then it'll be distorted and you won't get on it. And that's kind of like reality. If you don't have a heart connection with someone, then basically you will not be one with them, and you'll have nothing to say to each other. That's just like a radio, and that's why I explain it like an infinite radio. That is the best way to explain what reality is. So that's how you get what you want, by going on the exact frequency of that channel of what you want, because it's the frequency of what you want. You know, but yeah, so it's very, very simple. And regarding this information, I get shown every second, like I say, because awakening is simply the transformation and the return to infinite awareness. A human is just an experience. The awakening takes you back to infinite awareness. And when you're working with that, the reason the information gets quicker and quicker is because awareness is an energy form that expands itself and perfects itself. So that means that you're becoming more aware of everything around you, and it's perfecting itself. So that's why I noticed that like every second I receive information more and more, and that's because I'm going deeper within myself, working with this awareness, and it's getting faster and expanding itself all the time, and it's infinite, you see. And anyone can do it. That's the thing about it. Everything is inside of you. Out there is limitation, but within you is infinite potential. You know, you're not going to go with limitation when inside you is infinity. You know, if that's the case, then I would say that's madness. To look out there when it's limitation. It's just a distraction away from what's inside you. That's what this web, this matrix does. It creates distractions and labels and forms, when actually everything is just in no form at all. It's infinite, and it's inside you. But we've forgotten that we are in the game, but we're also the infinite energy power to manifest such game. And all the game is that we're in is just a focus. That's all a life is, an experience, just a focus within this infinite potential that we are. But people just got lost, and it's like you're in a computer game, but you didn't realise that you're also outside it too. But when you awaken, you're becoming the infinity again. The infinite awareness that I just mentioned, and so you're aware of this. And I just want to get out there before I end my video that regarding this information, like I said a minute ago, I think I did, that it's all within you. It's all inside of you. You know, that's it. You know, you just got to trust your, intuition. That's it. Heart-based living. Start. Going with that, and and trusting that, and go with only that, and then that will ascend you to this divine intelligence. That's it. But most people don't trust that. You see, they think the outward is something. They think some people don't trust themselves. That little have that little trust for themselves that they really think that out there is more than what's inside of them. That's the lack of trust that people have, but you've got to change that, What I suggest is start going with your intuition and start seeing how accurate you are. That's what this path done for me, and then as I saw the visions were accurate, and this will build up your confidence, and then you'll know about that's the way, and then that's what I would suggest. That is the way to ascend. This heart-based living thing, intuition, and that will take you on your way. Everything is within your heart space. Right, I just think I'll end it there. Spoke about a few things. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.